The wind had grown still. The festival ground stood silent under the sun as the chief priest stepped back. At the center stood ODEY and Akon, the accuser, both surrounded by a dense circle of villagers, elders, maidens, and children, all watching in suspense. The 5 hawks still circled above, glowing like spirits in the midday sky. The chief priest's voice rang out. "Let the one who speaks truth strike the messengers of the gods." Akon, sweaty and pale, was handed a hunting gun by one of the elders. He took a deep breath, looked up, and fired once. Missed. The hawks scattered and regrouped. He aimed again, this time trembling, and fired again. Missed again. A wave of whispers washed over the crowd. "He can't even hit a hawk. How can he kill a lion if he can't target a bird? Maybe ODEY is truly the chosen. But are we even sure ODEY can do it?" Unable to face the crowd, Akon dropped to his knees, hands to his face in shame. He lowered his head, defeated, hiding from the judgmental stares. Then came the moment of truth. One of the elders stepped forward with the gun and handed it to ODEY, who stood tall, glowing under the sunlight. His beads remained fixed across his muscular arms and neck, his long braided hair swayed gently, and his hunting attire was as fierce and iconic as ever, the same as when he battled the beast. "If you are indeed the hunter who struck the lion, let the gods confirm it," the elder said. ODEY nodded silently, took the gun, but instead of raising it high and taking aim like any ordinary hunter, he did something no one had ever seen. He walked calmly to the middle of the circle, then sat on the bare ground, legs crossed, his gaze lowered to the soil beneath his feet. Gasps spread. Then slowly, without ever looking up, he turned the gun upward, resting the barrel over his shoulder. His eyes locked not on the hawks, but on their shadows dancing across the earth. Boom! A single shot cracked through the sky like thunder. And then 3 hawks dropped at once, falling like stars before the entire village. Silence. Then a roar of voices. "ODEY! It is him. He is the one. The gods have spoken." Some wept. Some danced. Even the elders were stunned. Then came the king, his royal garment flowing as he stood, smiling widely. Let the dancers open the path of joy. The drums returned in frenzy, and the celebration lit up. A toro emerged, radiant, dressed in colorful modern ankara and leading 8 other maidens, dancing with elegance and joy. Her afro hair framed her face, and her waist beads shimmered as her hips swayed in rhythm. The village was on fire with joy. As the last drumbeat echoed across the festival ground, a toro vanished into the crowd. The king stepped forward once more, his voice calm yet firm. "ODEY, my son, do you have any words before I decree the reward of your victory?" ODEY stepped forward. He reached into his hunting bag and pulled out the ear of the lion-like beast, still stained with dried blood. He held it high for all to see. "I kept this," he said, "not to prove myself, but because I believed the gods would speak on my behalf." The villagers murmured in awe. The king, satisfied, smiled and gestured toward the throne. Seated beside him was a beautiful slim young woman, covered from head to waist in a thick, non-transparent veil. As tradition states, the greatest hunter shall marry my daughter, the royal blood of Ntar. He took ODEY's hand and began to place it in the girl's. But ODEY gently pulled back. "Your Majesty, my heart does not beat for royalty. It beats for a maiden I met in silence. A girl whose name I do not know, but whose spirit I can never forget." The villagers were stunned. ODEY turned and began to search the crowd, his eyes racing from face to face. "Where is she?" He turned again, about to walk away in silence when a soft voice called out from behind. "ODEY!" He spun around. Standing there, lifting her veil slowly, was a toro. Her beauty shone like the morning sun. Her eyes, bold and calm. Her ankara dress, woven with gold, marked her royalty, yet her heart remained as humble as ever. I am the one your heart longs for, she said. ODEY froze. Then, in a rush of emotion, he embraced her tightly. The crowd went wild. She is the princess. She walked among us. ODEY has found his match.